Hello and welcome to my YouTube. So these are the two bikes that I'm going to be reviewing soon. This is the Isinwheel U4 e-bike, which I've had now for a while, and this one's a little bit newer to me, the DYU D3F. So they're both pretty similar bikes. Batteries are both pretty similar, 36 volt, 10 amp hour. The only slight difference, obviously, this one's got slightly bigger wheels, 16 inch. These ones have got 14 inch. You've got the rear rack, which is useful for me, but some people may not need that. You can't actually take the rack off of that, which is a bit of a pain. Everything else is pretty similar. The Isinwheel, you can unlock the speed, so you can make it go a little bit quicker if you wanted to, but I've not really had a problem with the speed, as I go out with my family on these and we go quite slow anyway, take quite casual rides. But yeah, I'll be doing some bit more in depth on both of them. I will say the U4, I've had some issues with it. Brakes were making a lot of noise, which I still can't sort of get rid of, and this crank basically clicking and slipping, and I think the bearings sort of went on it after I'd only had the bike for a couple of weeks. So yeah, that's all had to be replaced. Yeah, the DYU, we'll say, is a lot lighter, and at the moment I'm preferring this a lot more. You can just pick this up and sort of throw it around. There's loads of reviews obviously on these already, but I don't seem to think that any of them are sort of completely, I don't know what the word is, impartial, honest reviews. Because like I say, I've had a few problems with this Isinwheel, and no one's really sort of mentioned it, or maybe I've just been unlucky. But yeah, it's still quite a good bike. It's just yeah, seems to have quite a lot of sort of issues with it. This, as I say, I haven't just got it, so time will tell. Very basic though. There's no speed readout. You've literally just got power on, and there's your battery. So yeah, as you'll see in other reviews, very basic, but it hasn't put me off at all. I mean, you're not flying along on these, so it is nice to know sort of your speed, but it doesn't really bother me too much, not knowing how fast I'm going. Both got little side kickstands on. This one, the pedals fold in, so yeah, not really a big deal, but nice little extra thing they put on there. You can get the speed unlocked on this as well, but it becomes very complicated. You have to get like a little Allegro board, they call it, and you have to program it. So yeah, not something I'm really too worried about anyway. But yeah, I'll try and do a little bit more of an in-depth one. The battery on this is removable, so you can lift the seat up, you can remove the battery, but it is a good little thing. But with this bike, well, you do have to have the bike indoors or wherever you're going to charge it. It's so much sort of lighter and easier to move. You can just chuck this indoors and charge it, so I don't think I'm going to have any problems with that really. And to be honest, this bike is it's not a lot heavier on paper, but I seem to find it's more chunkier trying to maneuver it around, and if you want to chuck it in the car, it's very heavy to lift. I mean, I can lift it, but yeah, it is heavy. Whereas this, yeah, easy, light, chuck it in the car. yeah, you've got a little thumb throttle that I've put on there, which does come with it. And this one has like a motorbike kind of twist throttle. I sort of prefer the twist one a little bit, but it's not really much difference. Both have got a front light. I mean, most of these e-bikes have got front lights. This one folds in half, which you'll see on other reviews, and this one the handlebars just go down, so it doesn't fold as much. But yeah, I'll be riding these quite a lot of the summer, and I'll try and do a more in-depth review on them to keep everybody updated. But yeah, just be very careful when you're buying budget e-bikes. You do seem to get little problems, which I've had with this. Not this yet, but time will tell. But I mean, this one, I got this one for 300 quid, discount code, so even if it did go wrong, can't complain. And I think this was about 450, so it's a bit more. But yeah, if you was just want something just to sort of mess around a little bit on, just go around locally and not really do much off-road. They're both similar, but at the moment I think this DYU seems to be outperforming. Yeah, also the cable management on this, so you've got the big cable out the front, which you probably already know if you're looking into these bikes anyway. The cables on this are a lot more tidier. And yeah, again, I like this design with the battery control all hidden in this box in the middle, whereas this one you've got the big battery there. But again, with this one, I suppose if you're just going to do really long rides, easy for anyone to upgrade the battery. You could have two batteries if you wanted to, I suppose, just swap one to the other, hot swappable. This one, yeah, you could change the battery, but yeah, you've got to remove a load of screws and things like that. People have put second batteries on these again, but not everybody's going to be doing that. You've got to be a little bit more advanced and know what you're doing if you're going to be doing things like that. Motors, I think power seems pretty similar to me, but I will say the U4, the motor does look a bit bigger, so yeah, if you knew what you were sort of doing, you might be able to upgrade controllers, batteries. That motor might take a bit more, but again, not something I'm going to be doing, but I do know people that do that. But these, highly modifiable if you really wanted to, but I bought this brand new and I don't want to start messing around on it. Maybe the battery starts weakening or something goes wrong on it in a year or two or a few years time. Rather than just fix it, I'll probably start upgrading it. So yeah.